Right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. So I'm just recording a quick video to show you some ink saving tips because it's something that a few people have asked about. So the number one way I like to save ink is by setting things as decorational if you don't need to walk on them. At the moment I'm walking around on the floor, but it is on world bottom. So if you build on world bottom, you can set the floor as decorational, and like the collision of the bottom of the world will allow you to walk on it. Another way is if you do want to set things as decorational, and if it contains lots and lots and lots of objects. If it's just one cube, it's easier just to use the cube. But if it's got lots and lots of complicated objects, say your floor is made out of like 50 different colors or something, it's better to use that invisible collision, which you can find in the palette. You can just type invisible. There's the newer one, the CV2 one, and that's the version 1. They both use the same amount of ink, and they can only be brought out as cubes. So that'll be your collision there, basically, that you walk on if you have a very complicated surface. The thing that some new players forget is merging your items as well. So if you have a look, this room is at 98.68 ink, and I've got some cubes up here somewhere. There we go, behind us. Here they are. I've got some cubes, and they're all separate objects. I can see that by hovering over them and seeing the green outline. So I can select them one by one by clicking on them, or I can just hold down my select trigger and go over them like that. So I'm going to go over them, and then when this options thing comes up, I'm going to say merge shapes and merged. And look how much that ink dropped then. And then I'm also going to click configure on my pen and then set that to decoration as well. And that saves just a little bit. Same with these over here. I was rearranging these for something, so I haven't merged them, but let's see how much ink it saves. This is made out of tubes rather than shapes, so it shouldn't be as much ink as the first place, and it's just selected the mirror there. The mirror itself costs 50% of the ink of the room. That's right, I can just deselect the mirror by clicking on it. I can select options and merge all those. And that's brought the ink down quite a bit as well. So those are these ink saving tips for those. In terms of if you're more advanced and you're using tubing, you can see on this is 4 facets. That means it's got 4 sides to this tube. If you're using tubing, I recommend dropping the facets down if you're running out of ink. So I've got one here with 4 facets, but if I were to turn that up to 10, you would see, in scribbling, you'd see the ink go up quite a bit faster. If I were to turn that up to 10, maybe I can demonstrate it by this. So just do a scribble, and that's got 10 facets. You can see the ink there is 69%. But if it's just one bit of tube, you should be able to change the facets in here. So if I change it down to 4, the ink may drop 69.08. And see if I would turn it up again. That has stayed the same. That shouldn't be staying the same. Maybe if I click done editing. Yeah, once I come out of it, it's gone down. Once I've come out of editing, there we go. In terms of tubing, what I like to do with tubing is, because the more joints the tube has, the more ink it will use. So I turn uniform shapes on, and then when I'm using tubes, I draw one line at a time, and then don't have more joints or bends in the tube that I need. and that helps me save ink as well. Right, so those are kind of my tips. Enjoy, and good luck making rooms.